Hi there, my magical star beings. This is Psychic Siren Tower, and welcome to the channel. In today's reading, we're going to be taking a look at why do strangers stare at you in public? So this is a video inspired by Divine Feminine Energy. Please go check out her channel. She's an amazing reader on YouTube. And please also be aware this is a general reading. Only take what resonates and leave the rest. I'm now going to show you crystals for each pile. So for pile 1, we have this red cat's eye. And we have well-being with self-preservation, service to spirit, and youthful experience. For pile number 2, we have orange calcite. And we have golden light ray with love and laughter, receiving and giving gifts, and passionate projects. And for pile 3, we have amethyst. And we have light body with independence brings comfort, past restrictions, and ancestral healing. I'm going to give you a few seconds to pick a pile. Pick whichever pile you're most drawn to, the one that is calling out to your soul the most. But of course, if you're drawn to more than one pile, always trust your intuition. Once you're done picking a pile, please find the timestamps for your pile in the description box below, and then I'll see you at your reading. Hi there, my pile number ones. If you chose this red cat's eye crystal and the well-being card, this reading is for you. It says here, self-preservation, service to spirit, and youthful experience. We're going to be taking a look at why do strangers stare at you in public. So please be aware this is a general reading. Only take what resonates and leave the rest. So as I tap into your energy of your pile, I feel as I'm looking at this rose here, I feel this very romantic essence from you, my pal ones. Even this red cat's eye, it's such a beautiful heart. It reminds me of Valentine's Day. And it just gives me this sensual feel of like a person that has this sensual yet romantic essence that attracts a lot of people or is viewed as very attractive to others because the rose also represents beauty. I'm hearing the word lust. This is not an 18 plus reading, but I'm just hearing that. I'm hearing, sensuality, and there's a lot of people that would be attracted to you when you're out in public, and that's why strangers stare at you in public. And I'm feeling like I'm looking at this woman and her eyes, and she just has eyes that are kind of like drawing me in. So there's something about that. Maybe people kind of like get lost in your eyes, and when they stare at you, they want you to stare back at them. There's something about you having very soft skin for some of you. Of course, take what resonates because everyone here has different, different facial features. So there's something here about some of you having very soft and glowy skin. I don't know if some of you, use a lot of skincare products or if people just think that when they're staring at you in public, because some of you have very, very clear faces or very bright skin. Like it looks like you use a lot of skin products is what I see here, or you take care of your skin. It looks very moisturized and glowy. Or some of you wear highlighter when you're out in public, and it's something about your skin that is glowy and hydrated and radiant, okay? And that's why people and strangers stare at you in public. I also get the feeling from you, my pal ones, when you're out in public, it's not like you have to, if you're a woman, it's not like you have to wear so much makeup for people to notice and stare at you. Even when you're not wearing makeup, there is still this attractive energy coming from you. And I'm feeling like I'm looking at this woman and it just looks like she has eye makeup on, maybe some concealer, some contour, maybe some lip gloss or um, lip ice or something like that. So I'm feeling like people are really drawn to your lips if you ever wear lip gloss or if you ever wear, lip ice, something about your lips looking plump or hydrated is what I see. Also, I guess some of you wear something over your head, cover your hair. Take what resonates. There's something about your beauty that is very much like a flower. It's opening up, and it's like when people stare at you, they want to gaze into your eyes. They feel this kind of sense of like, I want to talk to you, but also feeling shy at the same time to talk to you. Because you have this immense amount of attractive energy surrounding you. Because I'm almost being put into the energy of the strangers that are staring at you. It's like people look at you and they want to come up to you and talk to you or ask you something. And then there's something here about them feeling very shy or not wanting to waste your time or not wanting to make you feel uncomfortable by just coming up to you and talking to you. And I'm being put into the energy of strangers when they stare at you, especially like people that are attracted to you. I see a lot of people, stare at you because they're very attracted to you. And, maybe they want to ask for your number, or maybe they want to ask for your name or talk to you, but there's this shyness coming through. Because you give off this very beautiful energy. It kind of reminds me this card of Aphrodite, like all the reds and pinks. Um, Maybe you have the kind of beauty that is very Venusian, like Aphrodite. Maybe not like her, but like maybe you have so much beauty that it seems like you've been blessed by Aphrodite herself, the goddess of love, beauty, desire, pleasure, all those things. So I'm also seeing some people think that you look younger than your age, and when you're out in public, some of you have this very youthful look to you as well. That strangers want to stare at you in public because I'm hearing some of you like are, like in your, for example, like let's say some of you are watching this maybe in your 30s and people think you're in your early 20s, or or let's say you're in your 40s and people think you're in your 30s. There's something here about people wanting to ask about your age because there's this youthful look to you, but also you look very intelligent. Like I'm seeing someone shop around in public and you look like you are very intelligent. So there's also this thing of like them maybe thinking you look younger than your age, but then not wanting to ask and be rude. And there's something about you also looking very healthy, looking like you take care of yourself and your body, looking like you maybe go to the gym a lot or drink a lot of water, or that you just do a lot of self-care. That is the feeling I get from why strangers stare at you in public. So this was the Sacred Light Oracle deck I used. I'm now going to use the African Goddess Rising Oracle deck. So Spirit Guides of my pal ones. Why do strangers stare at them in public? Why do strangers stare at them in public? Okay. We have two cards with betrayal. We have scarcity. I kind of want to get some clarification. We have miracles. And we have celestial alignment. Okay, I'm gonna get another oracle deck. So this is the messages from Mermaids Oracle deck. So Spirit Guides of my pal ones. Why do strangers stare at them in public? I don't know why I just saw Britney Spears. Now I'm hearing "Hit Me Baby One More Time." Okay, we have a lot of cards for you wanting to come out. At the back of the deck we have Free Spirit. And at the back of the other deck, I forgot to show you, we have the Awakening card. Okay, so we have relaxation. We have contentment. We have truth. There's not enough space for these two other cards. We have abundance and breaking free. I kind of got that feeling from you, like strangers stare at you, maybe there's something about them thinking you have money. I got that feel in the beginning, but I didn't know whether I should say something. Maybe it's the clothes you wear. Maybe it's the car you drive, because I'm seeing something about you driving around in a car, and I saw a vision of Regina George in her car, and she's like, "Come on, bees, let's go shopping." And then, what is her name again? Katie's like, Regina George is like the Barbie doll I never had. Maybe some people think you look like a doll, like Barbie doll, Bratz doll, Monster High doll, whatever doll you relate to. But then also there's this feeling of people thinking you have money. But then with the breaking free card, I also feel here and betrayal. Since I saw Regina George, there's this energy of like, maybe this is my pile of people that have people kind of like be jealous of them in public, and that's why they stare. Because it's like they're looking at you with like this salty look on their face. Just protect your energy when you go out in public from evil eye. Because I'm hearing malocchio. I don't know if I'm even saying it right, but I'm just hearing that. I think it's a word for evil eye. Malocchio or something. I don't know. I don't even know what language it is, so I'm just hearing that. And there's something about that, like people looking at you, feeling very jealous of the way you look or the things you have. So protect your energy when you're out in public. Imagine a bubble of white light around your energy. Or pray before you go out. Wear some type of protective jewelry even. Okay. With the scarcity card, I feel like this is also people that don't have a lot of things themselves. And then they look at you, maybe they assume you have money based on like the clothes you wear, the jewelry you wear. Even if you don't have money, maybe they just think you have money. Because maybe you're in the grocery store, you're shopping, you're buying a lot of groceries. Maybe you're buying for your family and they're like, "Oh, that person has so much money," like, and they're feeling very jealous because they are having a scarcity of either beauty, romance, but also wealth. Because I'm also feeling an energy here of like, for example, let's say you're a woman, other salty women, like let's say they're walking around with their boyfriend and their boyfriend stares at you. It's not your fault their boyfriend is staring at you. You know what I mean? I felt that energy at the beginning, because even as I look at this hibiscus gives me a very sensual vibe, a very open, sensual vibe. Like you're giving me an energy of like a flamingo dancer. Like those flamingo dancers that are like catching your eye. I don't know if I'm even right or correct in saying what are they even called? I think I heard it from a client. Maybe she's part of this reading. But you also have this very dreamy look to you with the celestial alignment card, or angelic look, since she is on top of the heavens, and that is why strangers stare at you in public, because also in your energy field you have this very rainbow energy, this very colorful energy, or in your energy field there's a lot of love around you. That's why I picked up on the Venusian energy, because you naturally connect to that essence of love and romance, beauty, things like that. because you connect to your heart space so much, and because you're content within your own self, you live life in your truth, your authentic self when you're out and about in public. You wear what you want to wear, you dress how you want to wear, you speak how you want to speak, and that may piss some people off, is what I'm hearing. So even with this vividness, you could, dress very colorful in public or be very eye-catching, like this colorful person here with her colorful dress. You could be very eye-catching, and that's why strangers stare at you in public. And I'm feeling when you walk around in public, I don't know if you've ever done this, but like, when you're walking around and all of a sudden you have this urge to like cover yourself, cross your arms, or like you suddenly feel uncomfortable in public, look around and see who's looking at you, who's staring at you. It's evil eye. I don't know why I'm picking that up, but I feel like you're very empathic people. You're very intuitive. Oh, why am I taking this one away? You're very intuitive and you can pick up on that energy, and that's why some of you feel like uncomfortable when you're out in public because of that. Like when certain strangers stare at you, like imagine just like white bright lights around your aura. And there's something about you looking content and relaxed within yourself, and that's why they stare at you. So I'm now going to pull some of these small tarot cards as oracle cards, and then I'm going to pull tarot cards too. But there's also something about you looking very happy when you're out in public for some of you. So spirit guides of my pile ones, why do strangers stare at them in public? We have the Page of Wands. There is a certain type of playfulness to you, like you don't take life too seriously, and that's why they stare at you. We have the Six of Swords. There's something about when you leave somewhere, when you leave a place in public, they're like, don't go, don't go. We have the Six of Wands. It's giving me that vibe of like, those memes that are like, when you see a stranger at the airport and they're really attractive and good looking and you're never going to see them again. It's giving me that vibe. We have the Nine of Pentacles. This is the vibe I was picking up on luxury. Like maybe people think you're successful and luxurious. Even if you're not, there's something about strangers thinking you are. Is it the way you dress? Is it the way you look? Do you just have this bougie look to you, some of you? Or do you have a nice car? Do you have, nice clothes that look very good quality? Or what is it? Because there's something about that, people finding you or thinking you're very successful. And I'm looking here at this back of the deck. We have the Five of Cups. It looks like they're kind of talking about you. So you may also get strangers talk about you in public and be like, oh, look at that person over there. I love the outfit they're wearing. Or look at that person over there. They must be rich. I don't know. Something about that. So I'm hearing that song by Gwen Stefani, I think. That's like, if I was a rich girl, na 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 na. There's something about that, like people just thinking that. And I wasn't going to use this deck, but then I was getting another tarot deck of mine, and then the Aphrodite card wanted to fall out. So some of you have Aphrodite around you and as a guide or around you, or you just have that Venusian type of essence that draws people in. Some of you wear pearls or really beautiful jewelry in public, or some of you have red or ginger hair like this, or wear such nice clothes that people like to look at you. Why do strangers stare at my pile ones in public? I think, is this deck in reverse? No, it's not. We have the Lovers in reverse. I feel with the Lovers in reverse, it's what I spoke about earlier. Like, let's say you're out in public and for example, how I said, let's say you're a woman and another woman is there walking with her boyfriend and her man is staring at you. And now she has this sour look on her face, like, why is this bee like getting attention from my man. The Lovers in reverse is that non-committal energy in this case, is what I feel. We have the Four of Wands in reverse, and we have the Five of Cups, so I guess it's that sort of feeling of sadness, but that's not your problem. Why are... You know what, my pal ones, that's not your problem, because why are they choosing a person that can't commit to them? You know, like, that's not your problem. Sorry if I sound mean for saying that, but that's not your problem. I'm seeing a lot of sixes in your readings, so you could have this very balanced and harmonic energy you give off. We have the Moon card. I'm also picking up on with the Moon card, I'm hearing soul family, so sometimes people are naturally drawn to you because they know you from past lives, and there's something about a familiarity when they look at you. But also with the moon, there is this very intuitive energy you give off, like you're very... People are very drawn to your vibe and your aura too. And with the pink here, I feel there is that romantic energy again, or that attraction, beauty energy again. We have the Justice card. And justice, I see that as you living in your truth, you wearing things that you want to wear, living authentically in your truth, saying what you want to say, everything like that. We have the Ten of Pentacles. So sometimes you walk out and about with your family or with friends of yours or with long-term people around you, and then they stare at you because you look very close together in some way. We have the Seven of Wands, and I feel your aura naturally is protected though from the evil eye, because I was about to put it here. It's like your aura pushes it out, but just protect your energy. We have the Ace of Pentacles. So I feel that's like maybe people thinking you have money, as I spoke about before, or maybe being very physically attractive, which is why strangers stare at you. I think this is where I'm going to leave your reading, my pal ones. I really hope that this reading resonated. If it did, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I can't wait to see you in my next reading. Before I end off, this was the Muse Tarot, this was the Vanessa Tarot. Under this, I think I mentioned it, it was the African Goddess Rising Oracle deck. This was the Sacred Light Oracle deck, and this is the Messages from Mermaids Oracle deck. Bye! Hi there, my pal number twos. If you chose this orange calcite crystal and the golden light ray, with love and laughter, receiving and giving gifts, and passionate projects, this reading is for you. We're going to be taking a look at why do strangers stare at you in public. Okay, please be aware this is a general reading. Only take what resonates and leave the rest. So what I feel from your energy so far, I know this is not part of the reading, but I'm feeling a strong healing come through in your solar plexus chakra as soon as I connected to your energy. So right now, I feel there is a healing. I'm hearing attunement. What does attunement mean? Is it like Reiki attunement? Did some of you get Reiki? Or maybe you are being attuned, like... It's reminding me of when I read something about chiropractic yesterday. Like chiropractic, they attune the back or something. So does it mean like you're being aligned to an energy? I'm not sure. Let me just Google. I just saw 111. Make receptive or aware. That's what it means. Okay, so maybe you're becoming more aware of your own worth right now, because the solar plexus chakra is all about that. And I feel it doesn't have to do with the reading, but it has to do with the reading. So right now, I feel the energy right now in this moment, and the future energies is like, it's not just being attuned. I also heard you're having an upgrade after the healing and attunement in your solar plexus, and it's going to be an energy where you know your worth, where you walk into a room or you walk into public and you don't care what anyone thinks because you're just there to live life for you. The solar plexus chakra, it's all this yellow energy, which is why we're drawn to this card in the first place. It's because you're being filled with all this yellow golden energy for you to enjoy the moment and take pleasure in life and really see the beauty in life and really see your own worth and like live life for you and not have to worry about other people's opinions or what other people think and things like that. And I feel this is what is happening to your aura right now in your solar plexus chakra. So when you are walking into public right now, you may notice strangers stare at you more, because there's this feeling of like you knowing your worth. I'm hearing "Talk That Shit" by Megan Thee Stallion. Um, Maybe you're just being yourself in public, talking about what you want to talk about, wearing what you want to wear, don't not caring about like what others think, knowing your worth, and that may make you more magnetic to others right now, where they are staring at you more, or they see almost like this yellow energy around you. Even if they're not clairvoyant, there's this feeling of like, when you look at a person, um, you almost see a color around them or the color they vibrate at, even if they're not, even if you don't see an aura. I'm just saying, like, how do I put this in words? Maybe it's just me, but I feel like I can look at people and see a color associated to them, even if I'm not seeing the aura. Do you get what I mean? And there's something about like people looking at you and seeing bright yellow, seeing sunshine energy, seeing happiness and laughter and things like that, and self-worth energy. So that's why strangers stare at you in public, especially even if they're not intuitive, there's this feeling of subconsciously knowing, because I'm hearing from spirit, even if people aren't intuitive, most people can tap into energy unknowingly. Everyone can tap into energy. Anyone can read energy, even if they're not psychic, because we all connect to the same source, God, light, the universe, whatever you believe in. So we all can tap into energies subconsciously and receive information. Uh, and that's why certain people will stare at you, because there's this aura of yellow around you, even if you don't have a yellow aura. Right now, there's this energy of bright sunshine energy around you. And in the future as well, you're going to notice people stare at you more in public because of this. And they're just going to be very drawn to you for some reason because of your energy. And I'm feeling like when you're out in public and you're happy and you're laughing and you're not really caring about like, and you're not really looking around you or thinking about what others are thinking, you're more magnetic. And that's what I see here. You may even get people start to come up to you and talk to you or compliment you, even though you never did anything different to your physical appearance. You may just get more people that are drawn to you for some reason. Um, and I'm hearing the haters are gonna look at you and you're gonna be too bright for them. They're gonna need to wear sunglasses. Your spirit guides are funny. Anyways, I see here, like when you're laughing or when you're smiling, when you're happy, when you're in a good mood and you're feeling good about yourself, there's something about strangers staring at you more, even if it doesn't matter what you're wearing or what you look like. There's something about that, like your energy drawing people in, making them stare at you. And when you're out in public with friends or with lovers or crushes or something like that, and when you're happy, there's something about strangers staring at you even more and like wondering, oh, who is this person? Who are they friends with? Like, it's almost like they want to talk to you, but they can't. They're too shy to. And that's something I see here. I also feel like some of you, the reason strangers stare at you in public is because you're very creative with the way you dress, with the way you style your hair, with the way you wear makeup if you wear makeup. Something about that, even when you have a natural face on, there's something very glowy about you, like glowy, like a star, like a sunshine energy, like you just draw people in. And I'm seeing that. very strongly. And some of you have an amazing fashion style. Like I'm looking at this woman here and her wearing this jumpsuit. Or some of you, I'm seeing some of you wear like dresses, like long flowy dresses or sundresses. Of course, just take what resonates. I know everyone here wears different things. And I'm also feeling people are very drawn to your hair. Some of you have curly hair like her or an afro like her. I'm now going to go ahead and get some oracle cards for you for what your spirit guides can show me. So this is the African Goddess Rising Oracle deck. So spirit guides of my pile number 2s. May I please look into why strangers stare at them in public? We have the Shine card. What did I talk about? You glow like a star. You shine like a star. And that's why everyone notices you in public. Everyone stares at you. Even, it doesn't matter in the way you look. There's something about you that shines like a star. And then we also have this card with pleasure, and this goddess over here is the goddess of stars. You are my star or my sunshine that shines bright. I'm now hearing I'm an orange moon by Erykah Badu. I'm an orange moon and I shine so bright. Something about that. Ooh, I'm seeing a very interesting energy here for you. Okay, so I'm seeing with this goddess over here, she's the goddess of stars, right? And with her, she represents this energy of shining too, but also pleasure. Um, in Ibiza, I think they have parties where they celebrate her, where they worship her as a goddess and they celebrate, they dance, they're happy, they're full of pleasure, they're living life to the fullest. And I feel like when you're in that state or when you're in that energy, you're just magnetic. You just shine even more. You make people look at you even more. And I'm being drawn to this hand here. I think it's a Hamsa hand. I'm not sure. You can correct me if I'm wrong. But there's something about you also being protected when you're in this energy. Because I feel like what the interesting thing I saw was there's something about you looking very happy with your life, and sometimes people can get very jealous of that. And I'm like looking at this deck here. We have fearless love, maybe wanting to come out. And this woman looks like she has wealth, or she looks very luxurious with the environment and the clothes she's wearing, but she's also wearing a mirror, which to me represents self-love. And the peacock feathers here are someone that stands out, someone that takes up space, and is noticed by others. And with all these gold rivers, it's giving me the vibe of abundance. So maybe some people think that, some strangers think that, they think you're very lucky, but also they think that you have a lot of love around you. Like if you're walking around with a lover, with a crush, with friendships, friends, there's something about them thinking you're very lucky for having that all, for having happiness, for having joy, for having love around you. And yeah, we have rage here. We have cosmic power, love, shame. So I guess people sometimes get jealous of you is what I see here. So when you're in this energy of pleasure, it's like it protects you from all of that. And these are the reasons why strangers stare at you. Either because they see you're having fun, they see you're shining, they're very attracted to you, they want to be your friend, or they're feeling very jealous of you having everything you want, or feeling insecure because you shine so much. But that's not everyone. That's a certain amount of people. Let's pull some cards from this Messages from Mermaids Oracle deck. So spirit guides, I see 111 again. Spirit guides of my pile 2s, may I please look into why do strangers stare at them in public? We have hope. Oh, this is a beautiful message. So not everyone is jealous. Okay, we have light. Oh. So I feel here with hope, you sometimes give people hope in the world because they see you having the things you want, or they see you having fun, they see you being happy, and maybe they were very sad that day, they were in their feelings. Now I'm hearing Drake music. they were in their feelings, and somehow you just being that happy light for them gives them hope. I feel like crying now. That's so sweet. Guys, don't mind me, pal twos. I'm a Pisces moon. I cry at so many little things. But it's so beautiful. So there's something about your light, there's something about you smiling, there's something about you having fun that gives people hope, because you are like a light, a bright white light or bright yellow light, bright golden light, and there's something about that. I also feel like when people look at you, they have strong feelings. Since we have the feelings card at the back of the deck, they have strong feelings. They either feel a strong amount of hope, they feel a strong amount of joy looking at you because you're smiling, and now it's contagious and they're smiling. Of course, you're not always smiling in public, but there's something about your energy that is very full of light, very like much like a star or like a sun, like I said before, and it makes people notice you, but it's contagious, that energy, where it starts to make them all happy, and then they start to get hope for life again, or they see you having self-love, they see you being very confident in yourself at certain times, and then they're like, I want to be like that too, and then they're inspired by you. Or they could have deep feelings of like this love energy of attraction, or they could have deep feelings of jealousy, or they could have deep feelings of like, I want to be that person's friend, like that kind of energy. I see a lot of people wanting to be your friend when they see you in public. There's also something about your energy that is super, super healing to people when you're just around them, especially strangers in public. So when they stare at you and they are filled with deep emotions, even the jealousy, it is actually healing them. So look at it in a different perspective. I know it's not always nice to hear that, but like, look at it in a different perspective where whatever feelings you're bringing out in them need to be released so that something new can be created. Okay, so the feeling I get here is, let's say, for example, I just saw 444 on the clock, you're protected. Let's say, for example, you're walking out in public, and let's say you're going to a bar, right, for example, and the bouncer knows you and lets you in, but it's not unfair because maybe you know the person, or you go there often, and then the person waiting in the queue kind of feels left out. But maybe they were meant to be triggered with that left out feeling, because maybe they felt that a lot of their childhood, and now their spirit guides actually brought you to them as a blessing in disguise, to heal that wound within them by bringing up that feeling again. But they don't realize it. Do you get what I mean? So there's something about that, but there's also something about your voice being very healing and people being very drawn to your voice when you're out in public, or the sound of your voice is very beautiful. But there's also this energy of creation with you. I feel like you either like create your reality, or you're great manifestors, or there's something about creation. Or are you creative with the way you dress, with the way you are in general? Or maybe you, with your energy being healing, maybe it's also not just healing, it can create certain things in people. I know this is not an energy reading, but I guess I'm just seeing that. Anyways, spirit guides of my pile twos, why do strangers stare at them in public? We had the Three of Cups. I strongly feel that energy of people wanting to be your friend in public. Okay, and then we have the Queen of Cups. I'm noticing in both these cards they're wearing such fancy clothes. I don't know if you've ever been to a place where you've worn fancy clothes, or you've just really looked the part, you just dressed really good, or you have an amazing fashion style. And there's a sense of like other people looking at you and maybe admiring your fashion style, because I'm looking at these three women and it's like they're staring at this one girl here. It's like they're all at the same place and staring at each other. Um, but then we also have the Five of Swords here, so sometimes they feel jealous of your fashion style or feel jealous of you standing out and taking up space. Like, let's say they got dressed really well. I don't want to keep speaking about jealousy, but I'm seeing it, so I'm just honoring the messages. I'm not trying to make this reading negative, but I see it here. But it's also your heart with the Queen of Cups. You have this vibe to you that is very serene as well, very peaceful, and very much like loving, full of love, full of sympathy and compassion and kindness and things like that. And I feel like a lot of people are drawn to your vibe, want to be friends with you. That's the feeling I get too. That's why strangers stare at you in public. Why do strangers stare at my pal twos in public? Okay, we have the Knight of Pentacles. I feel like even sometimes when you're like, some of you are in your work clothes, or some of you are out in public after working the whole day and you're tired, but there's still something about you looking good and then they're staring at you. I keep getting that sense of fashion style. Some of you make your own clothes, or some of you look like you spend a lot of money on your clothes, or something about your fashion style. Some of you have really beautiful hair, or just this glow to you. Long flowy hair, or you put your hair up and it looks really good. Even when you're dressed in a way that when you're tired, when you're just going to the store and you're tired, or you're in pajamas, there's still something about people staring at you. Okay, so I now feel like I don't know why I feel drawn to using different decks for each pile. For you, I feel like using this Vivid Bright deck. I don't know why. I'm just gonna trust Spirit. So, Spirit Guides of my pile twos, may I please look into the Four of Wands? It's that celebratory energy. It's the same energy as that pleasure card. So cool. So cool. Even when you go to parties and things, or you go somewhere, it looks like you're having a lot of fun. It looks like you have a very celebratory energy around you, and that's why strangers stare at you. Why do strangers stare at my pile twos in public? We have the Page of Pentacles. We have the Six of Swords. Oh, this is so cute. With the Six of Swords and the Four of Pentacles, I'm kind of feeling this feeling of like, don't go, don't go. I want to stare at you more. Like, I want to talk to you. I want to look at you more, look at your features, like, look at you having fun. There's something about your energy that people like. This fun vibe, this playful vibe you have around you, like, don't go. I want to stare at you more. Okay, why do strangers stare at my pile twos in public? We have the King of Pentacles. Why do strangers stare? We have the Page of Wands. And we have the Knight of Wands. Okay, at the back of the deck we have the Nine of Pentacles, that energy of luxury I spoke about earlier. Like, maybe people think that you have money, or that maybe it's the clothes you wear, maybe it's the things you wear, or the car you drive, or I don't know what it is, but people think you have money. Also with the King of Pentacles, I'm getting that vibe too. And with the Page of Wands, I'm getting this energy of like people staring at you, strangers staring at you in public because of your bright energy, because of this playful vibe you give off. But also there's something about you looking very ambitious, and like, let's say you come home after a long day and you just go to the store quickly and you look really tired. There's something about people looking at you as if you're very ambitious, but also that you have this life of the party energy. Even if you don't see that yourself, strangers may just perceive you that way. You know, we're doing a reading about strangers. They don't know you. So they're always judging a book by its cover. So this is what I feel in your reading my pile twos. Before I end off, I'll tell you the tarot decks and oracle decks I use. So this was the Sacred Light Oracle deck. This was the African Goddess Oracle deck. This was the Messages from Mermaids Oracle deck. This is the Vanessa Tarot Oracle deck. No, Tarot deck. And this is the Queer Tarot. So this was your reading. I really hope this resonated. If it did, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I can't wait to see you in my next reading. Bye! Hi there, my pile number threes. If you chose this amethyst crystal and the light body card with independence brings comfort, past restrictions, and ancestral healing, this reading is for you. We're going to be taking a look at why do strangers stare at you in public? Okay, please be aware this is a general reading. Only take what resonates and leave the rest. So what I feel from your energy so far is you have this very mysterious energy or aura or vibe to you. When strangers look at you, it's like they somehow get very, very intrigued by you. Like, I'm seeing this energy of like you walk around in public or you in a restaurant somewhere, and then there's this mysterious look to you where people get very intrigued and they want to know more about you, and like wondering like, who is that person, what do they do, what do they like, what type of person are they, what types of friends do they have, are they in a relationship, like that type of energy. I don't know why, but strangers just get very intrigued by you because of your mysterious vibe. And there's something about them staring at you because of that. And there's also this intensity around you, like maybe this intense gaze you have around you. I don't know, like something about intensity. I don't know if some of you are Scorpio risings. Only take what resonates. I know maybe that's just a message for one or two of you. But I'm also looking at this woman here and she has a crown on. So there's something about you having queen, king energy, or being put on a pedestal by strangers in some way. And very much looking like you stand out like royalty, like a king, a queen, royalty energy, and very much standing out and taking up space. Being put on a pedestal is what I see here. Some of you could also look very sparkly or shiny, like maybe you wear a lot of glitter, some of you, or some of you just have this look to you that makes you stand out, like makes people stare at you and wonder who you are, wonder about you. Some of you like to wear dark lipstick or have like dark eyeshadow or glittery eyeshadow or something about that, if you relate to that. I'm hearing some of you have beautiful eyes, that people want to look into your eyes. And some of you wear jewelry that is very beautiful or very good looking. For some of you, it's your hair too, like something about your hair looks really nice. Some of you have really long hair that people like to look at your hair. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling from your energy. So let me go ahead and pull some more cards and see what else Spirit can show me. I'm seeing the number 1010 on the clock. I don't know if that's a number some of you see often. Okay, so now I'm going to be using the African Goddess Rising Oracle deck. This was the Sacred Light Oracle deck. So Spirit Guides of my pile threes. Why do strangers stare at my pile threes in public? We have Radical Rebirth. And we have Creativity. This card also wants to come out, the Awakening card. And then at the back of the deck, we have Good Juju, Good Luck. So there's something about you seem very lucky in your life. When strangers look at you. And I'm also seeing this energy of like you being very creative with the way you express yourself or the way you dress. There's something about you having a very unique style too, or having very unique features and having a very unique way of expressing yourself, doing your makeup, doing your hair if you wear makeup. Um, but there's just this very unique energy to you, and that makes you stand out. When I was tapping into the energy of your pile, I was really feeling this energy of you stand out. You have this powerful energy to you whenever you walk somewhere. It's like you carry your head high and you look very powerful in your sense of self, in your sense of confidence. Um, you look like you don't, excuse my language, you look like you don't give a shit about what people think or when people stare. It's like you just carry your head high and you walk into a room looking very confident, or at least that's what strangers think when they see you, because I'm looking at these lions here. Some of you could have Leo energy too, where you just have this very intense look of confidence to you that people or strangers think you have. Even if you don't feel confident walking into any room or walking into public, there's something about them thinking you're very confident, thinking you hold your head high, and just walk into a room knowing your worth. Some of you have also really beautiful smiles. Some of you walk into a place with your family or your friends, and there's something about you all standing out together. And I'm also feeling this energy because, like, both of them are smiling, both of them are laughing here. And I'm also feeling this energy of brightness, like the sunset energy. You know, when you see a beautiful sunset and you want to take a picture of it, or yeah, maybe some of you are photogenic or people look at you, like certain strangers that look at you that are photographers, there's almost this feeling of them wanting to ask you if they can take pictures of you. Because, like, Spirit is showing me like those video memes of, you know, a person saying to a person, you know, I'm a photographer, can I take a photo of you? Like that type of energy. And then it's like a funny video where they're taking like random photos. But Spirit's just joking around. Maybe some people look at you and they're kind of like wanting to joke around with you, wanting to get you to smile or laugh as well. But I'm also feeling that energy of photographers looking at you for some of you and wanting to take photos of you or wanting to ask you if you're a model or something like that. Or there's something about the way you wear clothes that it just looks very aesthetically pleasing on you. Or the way you express yourself is very unique, or your features are very unique that it catches people's eyes and it makes people turn heads for you. That's why strangers stare at you. I definitely feel that energy of uniqueness very strongly. I'm also feeling an energy here where some of you have this very innocent look to you as well. Like there's this innocent type of look to you that people look at you. Um, or some of you look younger than your age. And there is that feeling there. And sometimes people are intuitively drawn to you because there's something about you having this vibe where I feel like you've healed yourself and you've rebirthed yourself countless times. You are probably an awakened soul. And there's something about that where people want to just come up to you and talk to you and tell you their secrets and, you know, tell you about the things on their mind. You have that very comforting presence that people have around you. And yeah, like this feeling of like, I just want to tell them about everything on my mind, tell them about my feelings. I don't know. It's giving me like big sister, big brother energy. Even strangers just look at you like that. So now we're using the messages from Mermaid's Oracle deck. So, spirit guides of my pile threes, may I please look into why strangers stare at them in public? We have support. What did I talk about? And there's also this feeling of people looking at you and wanting to be friends with you. That's what I feel very strongly. Friendship. Oh my gosh, I love this. We have inner knowing, and I was speaking about people being intuitively drawn to you. And then we have acceptance. So there's something about your energy here where you're very accepting of people. You're very patient. Like, even if you're standing in a line in a queue, you look very patient. And there's something about people just wanting to spontaneously talk to you, um, or wanting to spontaneously ask you if they can be your friend. And that is a vibe I feel very strongly from you, why strangers stare at you. But it's also because they're intuitively drawn to you with the inner knowing card. There's something about your vibe that just feels safe, like a supportive, safe space. Um, like when you're out in public, I don't know if some people can feel energies, but like, when you're out in public and sometimes you feel uncomfortable in public because of certain strangers' energies and you feel like, I just want to go home. But then there's certain times you're out in public and a stranger smiles at you and they look very friendly and you just feel very comfortable maybe going up to them and talking to them, or that kind of energy. So I feel that very strongly. There's some of you that just have this very angelic look to you as well. Very angelic, ethereal look to you that people are very drawn to you as well. And I'm also feeling that energy. You have this playful vibe to you and you have a lot of expressive energy on your face for some of you. Like your facial expressions are very expressive in some ways, so that's why strangers stare at you. I don't know if you've ever seen like actors and actresses, when they play in movies, they're usually having very expressive faces. I feel like people notice that about you. I don't know why I'm seeing that. So I'm now going to add some small oracle cards and then add your tarot cards. So spirit guides of my pile threes, spirit guides of my pile threes, may I please look into why strangers stare at them in public? Well, these are small tarot cards. I'm using them as oracle cards. We have the Page of Pentacles. There is that energy of your inner child with you, that playful energy you carry around. We have the Death card, but then also this intense energy too, like this badass energy you give off to strangers, and that's why they stare at you. Then we have the Seven of Cups. You also have, some of you have this dreamy look to you, dreamy and ethereal look, and people feel safe in your presence. That's why they just stare at you. Um, and then also we have the Ace of Cups here. So I guess people wanting to create new friendships, new connections with you, wanting to open up their heart to you immediately, strangers. I don't know why, but I'm seeing that. And then we have the Ace of Wands at the back of the deck. So strangers could also find you very sexually attractive with the Ace of Wands, or find you very, very much like embodying this fiery energy of like fun, playfulness, laughter, passion, inspiration, like maybe strangers staring at you, being inspired by you in some way. I also feel like some of you have this witchy or spiritual vibe to you, and some of you have short hair, or some of you are just very, like I said, authentic. Like you don't care about what others think. You wear what you want to wear, dress how you want to dress, do your hair how you want to do it. The feeling I get is also like some of you go to the store in a messy bun and it's like you just don't care, and people are very drawn and intrigued by that. So spirit guides of my pile threes, may I please look into why strangers stare at them? I don't know why I was drawn to using different oracle decks for each, different tarot decks for each pile. We have the Chariot. There is also this magical look to you, like some of you have a fairy or mermaid look to you, um, or just like this very witchy or spiritual look to you. Take it as it resonates. Um, With the chariot here, I feel like even when you're traveling, I'm getting the vibe of travel, like people want to talk to you, people want to know who you are. There's something about that, like if you're in a different country or a different place, there's something about people maybe thinking, who is this person? Where are they from? Like if you're going to a place where a lot of tourists are, there's that vibe there too, like maybe people hearing your accent, or maybe you traveled to a country or to a city that you're not from, and there's this sort of vibe where maybe people look at you or strangers look at you and think you're from somewhere else, or maybe you're not. Maybe you just have this vibe to you, like where you look like you've traveled from somewhere else, but you're not. So we have the King of Wands. Um, why do strangers stare at my pile threes in public? We have the World card. We have the Hanged Man. Why are these cards just not doing what I wanted to do? They're just going all over the place. We have the Page of Wands. Okay, whatever. We have the Six of Wands. And I feel two extra cards here. The Judgment card and the Three of Pentacles. Okay, so what I feel here from your energy, at the back of the deck we have the Sun card. There's something about you also having this bright energy too, like looking very playful, looking very happy, looking very passionate about what you do. Like I'm feeling at work, if you are at work or you work in a retail energy, there's something about you looking very passionate about what you do, or even if it's not retail, if you work in a public space, um, or like an office job where certain strangers come in, you look very passionate about what you do. Or if you wear work clothes sometimes after work and go out in public to a grocery store or something, I feel that energy, like maybe also with the Six of Wands, people thinking you're very successful, strangers thinking you're very successful, and then like looking at you and thinking that about you. Um, there's something about you making people look at life in a different way or different perspective. And I'm not sure why, but strangers, after they meet you or talk to you, they start to look at life in a different way or different perspective because you are so intuitive and an awakened soul. And with the Three of Pentacles, I feel since they're holding a plan, I feel like whenever you go somewhere, it looks like you're focused. It looks like you have a plan. Like, okay, I'm gonna go and buy coffee and this and this and this, and I know what I'm there to do, and I'm not, messing around and like, I don't know. It looks like you're just very focused when you're out in public. Like, this is what I'm here to do. This is what I'm gonna get, and that's that. And maybe you don't even notice that the strangers are staring at you. So this is what I feel in your reading, my pal threes. I really hope that this reading resonated. If it did, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I can't wait to see you in my next reading. Bye!